Qaid-e-Azam Part 366. And yet a great flaw remained the tragic difficulty of the Muslims that were not part of this newly created Pakistan. Either they did not or could not migrate, or they had chosen to stay back in India, or perforce had to. What about these Muslims? Would a separate nation be needed for them also, as A.G. Noorani, a prominent jurist and a perceptive, sympathetic observer of such causes and the history of that period, has commented? The Muslims of India, incredibly, some prominent members of the Muslim League demanded separate electorates in the Constituent Assembly in India, even in the fundamentally altered situation, and this fueled distrust of the Muslims, which then pervaded significant sections in the assembly. That is a measure of their incapacity for serious reflection of their utter incompetence in leadership. The fault, according to Noorani, lay also with Muhammad Ali Jinnah, who, in his total preoccupation with Pakistan and its creation, did nothing to prepare the Muslim community as a whole about the new and the emerging situation. Muhammad Raza Khan, a prominent Muslim League, has recorded ruefully in his memoirs about the end of July 1947. The Muslim members of the Central Legislative Assembly met Mr. Jinnah, who was also the leader of Muslim League Party in the assembly. It was for the last time, for he was then arranging to leave for Karachi. This was their farewell meeting. Many members expressed concern about the future of the Muslims in India. When they sought his advice about their future and that of the Muslim League, he refrained from saying anything specific. He, however, told them they had enough experience under his leadership and they would have to evolve their own policy and program. They had to decide the things for themselves in the new setup and in the changed circumstances, but he made it clear that no uncertain terms that they should be loyal to India, that they should not seek to ride two horses. I beg your pardon, to ride two horses. Well, the question that you have just raised, Qaid Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah did the right thing, and that's what you also uh, agree. Now, what to say of those leaders in Indian National Congress? What to say of Abul Kalam Azad? What to say of the Ehrar? What to say of the other Muslim leaders, whether they were in Congress or they were having their own parties? Now, they keep on throwing the blame on Qaid Azam, what Qaid Azam did. Now, I ask them a question, what you did. What solution did you bring to the problems of India? Now, if you ask Qaid Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah a question for the problems of India, that is a wrong strategy. You should give us an answer. The congressional leaders should give us an answer. Those who wanted to keep it united, they should have given us an answer. And today, the failure as India stands on communal grounds, it explains the genuineness of the claim of Qaid Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Here I come back to the content again. On 15 December 1947, the residual Muslim League in India adopted a resolution about reviving itself. Gandhi advised them not to, instead to lend their support to Congress party. This was wise counsel, welcomed even by Sohrawardi. Sadly, though, Azad failed to rise to the occasion. A demoralized and confused Muslim community in India was his to lead. He did address them in that much acclaimed oration of 23 October 1947 at the Jama Masjid, but that speech was far too layered over with the language of taunt and reproach. I hail you, you cut off my tongue. Leaders of the Muslim League in the Constituent Assembly had then rather mindlessly demanded not only the reservation of seats but separate electorates as well. This provoked Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel into delivering remarks that would have on any other occasions been better left unsaid. But then, with the country's partition and wounds still raw, any such claim of reservation being raised again rubbed those wounds of the afresh and made them bleed all over again. The Sardar, in pain and in anger, admonished, I do not know whether there has been any change in their attitude to bring forward such an amendment. Even now, after all this long reflection and experience of what has happened in the country, but I know this that